Well, good morning, and happy Tuesday. Boy, I was almost late for a minute there. I was reading an interesting article and time just flew by. And I have my software open. I have the little clock down on the bottom. I'm reading that article. I look down and I go, oop, better hit the live button because I want to be prompt. So, welcome. So, what the heck is going on? I got a few numbers to share with you and some interesting news that's out there. Nothing earth shattering as expected. I think my prediction yesterday came true, and I'll remind you what that was in just a minute. Couple newsy things out there. Janet Yellen said that she thinks it wouldn't be a bad thing if interest rates went up, but the bond market certainly isn't signaling that rates are going to start coming up anytime soon. So there's a lot of different opinions on where interest rates are going to go. So I'm going to watch that. I am a big fan of Stephen Van Meter, who's on YouTube. He calls himself the Bond King. He thinks there's a breakout coming pretty soon, which means that rates are going to go down. And man, if that happens, then what happens? When you watch that guy, you have to rewind and have him repeat what he says several times because he is like a speeding train. He guy is he's really something. So what are we seeing? You may know yesterday I was talking about the 7-day moving average, and that I was sure that the numbers were going to change once we move past Memorial Day. So we're comparing this Monday to last Monday. Last Monday was a holiday. Then those numbers, how accurate are they really? And my 7-day moving averages simply tracks how many homes came on the market during those 7 days, how many went under contract. So, and I thought, well, once we get rid of Memorial Day, maybe things will change a little bit. And sure as heck, here they are. The yellow line creeped back up. That's homes under contract. The blue line are listings. There's still a gap. The gap is approximately 398 homes, where yesterday and the day before it was 584 and 552. So we had 4,351 homes come on the market and 3,953 go under contract. When I look at any major changes that are out there, I've got them titled like up on the top here. Sorry about that. Under contract, contingent, pending. And there's new listings and back on. So let's see if there's any breakouts, anything that really makes a big difference this morning. And short answer is no, not really. We've been seeing anywhere from 790 up to 900 homes come on the market. We kind of broke up to 934. Those are homes coming back on the market. We were hanging around 32 to 3,400, and we're still at 3,400 as far as new listings. Then under contract has been about the same, that 1,200 to 1,400 range. Contingencies still remain extremely low, and pending are still running about 2,500 homes. So there isn't anything there that pops out that indicates change. So the thing that we're seeing though is that you're seeing people say that, well, listings are coming up and sales are going down, and it's all on a percentage basis. So if you're dealing with tiny numbers, small percentage moves can seem like big moves. And this is where we're at right now with listings. As you can see, we're down here at 4912. Today we're at 4,900, that's for sure. And you can see that it's got to be such a large climb up just to get to the past 2 years. This is last year. We haven't even crossed into last year's pathetically low numbers yet. So if we're going up 300 to 500 homes on a 7-day moving average, that's not even going to move this bar. I mean, that's going to be a really slow death march. And here is annual home price growth state by state. And I'm going to warn you, it doesn't include the May numbers. And those May numbers, when they get reported this month, they're going to just be staggering. But they're showing us at 23.7% annual home price growth by state. Look at poor Idaho, 33.9% increase. Texas, where everybody's supposedly moving to, is 13.1. Everybody's supposed to be moving out of California. Tell me how come they're up 17.8%. Washington State, 20.9. I don't see any negatives anywhere in the country. Looks like the smallest ones are North Dakota and South Dakota and Louisiana, with the standout of Florida only being 4.7%. That one kind of surprises me. They must have a lot of building going on because people are moving from here, New York, down to Florida like crazy. But they must be able to handle the inventory down there. So that's an interesting look at what's going on in pricing. And basically, they're saying lack of homes for sale could eventually curb affordability constraints. That's true, and we've been saying that for a long time. Mortgages, they're kind of hanging in there. They're slightly above 3% now. Not a lot going on there. They're just muddling along, staying stable. That's good. Stability is not a bad thing. Lumber prices are coming down, but they're not coming down very fast. Coming down, well, moderately, I guess. You can see at one point they had a big dip. So we have what is it? El Salvador announced yesterday that they're going to allow people to use a digital currency. Now, I'm taking a risk here by even saying that because now my chat box, when this is going to fill up with all the coin nuts, recommending their manager. Don't worry, guys, I'll delete them as soon as I see you. But here's what I don't get. First of all, down there, the power is not consistent at all. I mean, they lose their power every 2-3 hours. Their internet is pretty slow. And you're going to have a digital currency? Now, parts of the web went down last night while we were all snoozing yesterday afternoon. They got it up and running. Things like New York Times and stuff. They had a terrible internet day. But then on top of that, just on the infrastructure, and are there that many people that can really trade a digital coin? If I wanted to buy a car and I decided yesterday I was going to buy a car, I woke up this morning to see that one of the coins was down 13.9%. Well, the price of my car just went up 13.9%. So I don't get it. I don't even want to take the time to understand it. But we're going to let El Salvador figure it out for us. I'm going to be watching that like crazy. I also took a look at, I want to show you something here real quick. This is a photography company, and they're kind of new to the Valley. I think they're out of Idaho. Another agent recommended them to me. I use Lister Pros, pretty loyal with those guys because I get my photos back the very same night. But these guys look pretty good, but I just wanted to show you what it costs. So if you're listing your home and the real estate agent is pinching pennies and taking pictures with their cell phone, this is what you're missing out. This is a basic package, only $125. And that's probably a home car warranty. They give you up to 25 photos, and that's all you need. Interior and exterior magazine image, quality images, blue sky guaranteed, next business day turnaround. Then there's a pro package, and then they have 3D 360 tours. And I like what they're showing on these 360 tours. They're not using Matterport. They're using Cloud Paino, which is the one that I like because you get to control where these buttons are and you get to title them and you get to add all kinds of things. And if you've got a virtual reality headset, you can click on this with your headset and walk around the house with your headset. So, and those are only $75, folks. $75. So those of you realtors wondering where to get that done, there's the website right there, Red Hog Media. And another thing I want to look at this morning, I said, well, what's the second home market going? Because Fannie Mae changed their 7% rule today, saying in July it's going to be 6%, that lenders can't have more than 6% of their portfolio be second homes or vacation homes. So it hasn't had an impact on the market. In fact, I looked at, just to show you where this is a relationship, here's Phoenix. So I looked at Payson, Pine, Strawberry, Heber, Pine Top, and Show Low. And I'm only pulling up 82 homes. The cabin business up there has really exploded. People are trying to get their second home. So this is an example of what you're going to get in Payson for $315,000. I think this is a modular home. Pretty sure it is. And then you get up into Pine Top. That's where you want to be in the summertime, right there. $365,000. And the weather's nice and cool. It's not hot. Quite snowy in the wintertime. Sometimes you can't get there. Here's Heber. That's halfway between Payson and Pine Top. There's some neat things going on up there. That's a beautiful little place, isn't it? $395. Wow. You got to like wood. But the cabin market up there is it's pretty brisk. So as people are getting priced out down here. Now, I also read that the condo market is not coming up as fast as single family homes. That's different at this stage of pricing in other market upturns. Usually when prices start going up in single family homes, people rush to condos because they can't afford the single family anymore. But they're not doing that now because people want space. So they're going, I know I can get a better price on a condo, but I want a yard. I mean, I've been locked in this apartment during this shutdown period. I want a yard. So they're not running into the condos. So you can find some good deals on condominiums out there if not having a yard is no big deal to you. But in the past, single family homes get people priced out. They run into condominiums and say, I'll buy this. I'll let those go up for a while. I'll sell. Maybe I'll be able to, get some equity from that. Then I'll go get a house. That pattern is not showing up this time. So that's an interesting number to watch. I don't see anything else that's jumping out at us when I look at the news that we're waiting for this week. It looks like the bond market there's an inflation report that's going to come out this week that may affect the bond market and may affect interest rates. But the market has been pretty much ignoring the inflation data that we're seeing that comes out on a weekly basis because of the supply side issue. The central bank has done a good job of letting the market know, look, guys, this is a temporary glitch. So I think they're willing to wait him out and see if that's in fact true. So we're going to get the inflation numbers coming out this week. Is that going to make rates go up, down? Who knows? I know my poor brother trying to finance his house in a small town. Get this. I think he's only trying to finance $219,000 of refi. And his house is worth well over $700,000. And yet they still ordered an appraisal. First appraiser came out there. He's in his 80s. Took him 3 hours to do the house. And they never heard from him again. And everybody was saying, where'd this guy go? All the realtors up there and people refinancing. Where'd he go? He's still going out and doing refis, but there's about 6 homes where he went and did the appraisal and he never delivered the product. So they sent another lady over 3 months later and she appraised his house, went through, took about an hour and a half. And he gets the appraisal Sunday night. They didn't even include his downstairs daylight basement that's about 1,300 square feet that has a full bar, fireplace, patio. Wasn't even in the appraisal. Didn't even mention the 1-bedroom apartment that he has below that's used for an Airbnb. That wasn't even included. I said, Randy, just don't even bother with it. There's something about getting appraisals when you're away from a major city that is problematic. So he's definitely pissed off. So I'll be back with you tomorrow. I think the unemployment numbers are not coming out until Thursday. I don't expect a whole lot of change tomorrow, but I wake up every morning and something surprises me. So have a great Tuesday. Talk to you tomorrow.